Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Luna, but you can call me Elle. Today I am going to be running through all of my favourite makeup products and kind of everyday makeup products that I've been using in 2023. Maybe not even just everyday, like the winter of 2023, these have been my absolute favourite products. The red lip is not an everyday thing, but you'll see later. I'm wearing a red cardi, so I thought I'd go for it. I feel a little bit sassy and a little bit cute with a red lip on. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Nakey Face Elle will be right in to tell you about what Snoopy mug she's got. So start as we always do. I've got a little frothy coffee in here. This one has him looking a little bit tired and it says, "I'm not worth a thing before coffee," which you and me both, Snoops. You and me both. So first step in the makeup routine, this is a new product. I got this in probably like November and I'm already running really low on it. I have used this twice a day, every day for the last month and a bit. It's really a struggle to get it out, but this is the best moisturiser I've ever used. It's a skin barrier moisturiser, and I think that paired with the cleanser that I've been using recently, that's just really helped to clear my skin up, heal my scarring, and it's really put a spring in my step with how I feel about my skin. Like I know it's not perfect, but this is the best my skin has looked in literally years, It wouldn't be a Lunarly makeup video without the Bobbi Brown Enriching Face Base. I love this stuff. My mum bought me a new pot for Christmas when she was asking for things on my Christmas list. This was the first thing I sent her just because it's creamy, it smells amazing, it's the best base for my makeup. It moisturizes, it primes. It would probably do my laundry, iron it and fold it all afterwards if I asked it to. Then moving on to eyebrows. As always, I'm using the Collection Clear Mascara. I love this stuff, you know I love this stuff, you know how I use it. I take it off, I pop it back on and I smush all the stuff through my brows. I'm kind of not concentrating on my brows too much at the moment just because my fringe is a little bit longer. There's actually been a few times in the last couple of weeks that I've left the house and I've been like, why do my eyebrows look different? What looks different on my face? And it's literally because I've put eyebrow gel in and then I've been like, oh yeah, that's good enough, don't need to fill them in. And I'm really just enjoying like a more natural brow at the moment. I've been doing this like kind of bushy brow for a long while. I'm just going in like a quarter of the way and flattening down the hairs. I feel like it brings a little bit more shape back to my eyebrow that I haven't had for a while. £2.50, best product I own. Concealers is a hard one for me because these are both my favourites. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and this is probably the best match for a concealer I've ever had like with my skin tone. I am an online buyer of makeup so my foundation pretty much never matches my skin because I never test it out first, but this is just gorgeous and it really is creamy. So I'll go over that one for just like my little blemishes. But the other concealer I've been using is the KVD, what is it actually called? Full Coverage Concealer, and oh my god, when I tell you this is full coverage, that's an understatement. A little goes a very long way, and so I tend to put this on my eyes and then powder them over just so I've got like a base there. But do you see what I mean? Just wait until I blend that out. Like I said, this is just such flawless high coverage and I feel like it really lasts all day, especially around my eyes, and I find that like normally a concealer creases. Another good thing about the NARS concealer is that you can just pat it in with your finger and it blends so well. But on the flip side, because this one's a little bit more high coverage and dries quickly, I think a sponge is probably the best way to put this on, just to kind of get that coverage as even as possible where it needs to be. Huge changes in my makeup routine. I'm using a different powder and a powder puff. I'm normally a brush setter. This has kind of changed the game for me, specifically around my eyes. I'm using the Hourglass Veil powder. This is gorgeous, but I'm struggling on a way to use it. I have to kind of like shake it with the lid on to get like the powder out, and then I will take whatever is in the lid and then pat that into my eyes. If anyone has like an easier way to use this product, brilliant, please let me know. A little sip of coffee. I love my little makeup collection, like with all my heart. It brings me so much joy. But everything is so hard to find. One day I'll be an organised girly, but will I? Probably not. It was on the table the whole time. Favourite brow product of last year would be this one. It is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. It's got a little spoolie on this end. Flip it over. And a little pencil on this end. I use the shade 2. It's a really nice cool brown, and because the nib is so fine, I can really replicate like fake eyebrow hairs with it. Kind of not really doing anything to the top of my brows at the moment, just kind of underlining the shape of what I'd want my brow to look like and then filling in any of the sparse bits. Like I said, I like a natural brow at the moment, what can I say? Do you see what I mean? Like, I've barely done anything to that. I've barely done anything to that and it already looks so much better than that one. I feel like I can afford to be a little bit more slapdash with my brows now that I've got the fringe, because it doesn't matter. No one's actually seeing my brows, are they? I have been flip-flopping, slip-slapping, yo-yoing with foundation for as long as I can remember. I'm usually a Studio Fix by MAC girly, but when I first started buying that, I was probably like 18 and it was £21. I went into store to buy it again and it's like £39 now, and I just think it's a good foundation. It doesn't break me out, but I'm sure there are so many better ones that do the same kind of thing that aren't that price. And I understand like luxury makeup, paying a premium and stuff, but like for something that I want to be wearing like every day, maybe that means I can justify it more because I'm wearing it every day, but £39 for like an everyday foundation, just, it doesn't rub me right. So in lieu of that, the other foundations I have been loving this year are the number 7 Stay Perfect. I get this in the colour Calico, which is really cute to me because obviously we all know I love Sylvanian families, and in America Sylvanian families are called Calico critters. So when I got that matched up, I was like I really like this. It does stay perfect. It creases a little bit, but I've said before, like, I don't really mind my makeup creasing too much because it normally just gets in like my smile lines and my eye wrinkles, and that's like, oh, I was happy? God, how annoying that it's ruined my makeup. No, I quite like that. But I feel like that one's a little bit glowy and I don't really want to go for glowy today. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, not glowy in one little bit of the word, is the KVD Good Apple Foundation. Just like the high coverage concealer, this a little goes a long way. However, this shade is too light for me, so I do look very ghostly and I have to really warm myself up after I put this on. The staying power is great, I really like this, but a little bit too matte and a little bit too pale for what I'm going for, but definitely worth a mention. Like, this one was gifted and that was a while ago and I haven't had to repurchase it, but I do wear it a lot. But I think it's going to be the same case where it's like the MAC one, where it's like I don't want to have to pay a lot for a foundation that I use every single day. So, and to be fair, this is more of like a night out glam makeup kind of foundation for me. I'll show you this one, the current everyday that I'm actually going for. It's a bit glowy, it's got a nice coverage to it, and it is very well loved. The cap is broken, the nozzle looks a bit gross, but I have repurchased this. I really like this. It is the Wama Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation, and I have this in the shade Fair Lady. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the blue lid on it and I was like, oh my god, that's my favourite colour, I'll give that a go. And then when I went through all of the foundations on the stand, I was like, oh my god, that is actually probably the best one for me. It's got a nice consistency to it, and the coverage in the shade is quite good to it as well. I do need to set this one with a powder, otherwise it does move around my face a little bit. And then to set that, I'm not actually going to use the Hourglass Veil. I'm going to use the NARS light reflecting powder, I think it is. Yeah, this is a bit dirty, but the Christmas packaging is gold and I love a gimmick. Also, I got this brush from Beauty Bay. I got it in their Black Friday sales. I went home and I saw that my mum had it and I used it and I was like, wow, this is a really nice brush. And I was gonna steal it from her, but I didn't. Yeah, round of applause please. It's really soft and like, it's like thinner at the top than it is the bottom, and it, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm like waving a wand or an orchestra stick, or do you know what I mean? I said it before about this powder, but I will always say it again because Liv on the NARS counter told me, and the things she told me are the reason why I like this powder, so I should share it too. The particles in this are much smaller than normal powders, so you get like a really flawless effect because it can kind of like, not soak up, but it can matte down everything you need. But also I feel like it is coming up quite matte on the camera, but in real life the powder doesn't really take much shine away. It kind of veils it, not to use the Hourglass's literal name. Then for freckles, it's always Lottie London. I tried a couple of different products this year, but nothing beats how easy, how quick, and how cheap this product is. It's a win from me. I probably buy 3 of these a year and they're £7 each. And I put freckles on every single day. Just love a little freckle moment over the nose. Love it, love it, love it. You know what, for blush recently, I have been using the Matte About Hue palette from Colourpop, and just kind of going in with this orangey shade and the pink shade up here. That is Crazy Cool and Pow. Just kind of going with all of them, and just on the kind of where highlight should go, I've been putting blusher, going a little bit higher, because in the winter I don't really want to be wearing too much contour unless I'm going like vampy. I want to be rosy, I want to be cold. Also, if you can't tell, I'm so bunged up at the moment. I went to Edinburgh before Christmas, and then I went home for Christmas, and then I was doing like the Crimbo Limbo retail shifts at work, and I'm just so run down, and I feel like you can hear it in my voice as well, which is Not fun, but it is what it is, isn't it? Then I know I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going in with that same brush that I used for my normal powder and using this highlight that I got from Laura Mercier. I think I did steal this one from my mum. So if you're my mum watching this and you've just found out that you don't have this highlighter anymore, sorry. No, we swapped. I gave her one of my P. Louise ones that she wanted and she gave me this. This is in the shade Addiction, and it's like a really nice goldy colour. And it looks really gold in the pan, but I feel like it's just like kind of a warm, not so much a bronzery glow, but definitely like a warm glow once it's on the skin. Normally I do like a champagne-y, pinky toned highlight, but I think if I've gone with like a peachy orange kind of vibe on my blusher, a gold highlight over the top just... it pulls it all together, do you know what I mean? Then moving on to my eyes, I have two palettes which I have absolutely loved this year. One's a little bit more travel friendly, the other one's just really sparkly, so I love it. So that's the Metamorphic palette by Beauty Blay. Beauty Blay? So it opens up and it's got two mirrors, look at that. I like that. That's a nice bit of packaging. I posted about this on Instagram, on stories, on reels. I think this is just a beautiful palette. It was perfect for the Christmas sparkly season, and also like inner corner highlights. This like goldy iridescent colour here is... I was going to say delightful, but then I was going to say beautiful, so I was going for delightful. This palette is delightful, but I don't think it's the vibe that I want to go for today. Oh, I also really like this cool toned brown. I've never found a cool toned greyish brown like this before. And trust me, I've been looking for a palette that I really like that has something like this, and this is the one. The only thing I will say though is that it's a little bit purple heavy. I'm not too much of a purple girl. Maybe that's something that I need to work on. Maybe I need to do some soul searching there. The palette I'm going to use today is actually from Rare Beauty. I got this in a PR package from Space NK, and this has come with me everywhere because one, look at that. That is cute. You cannot deny that's cute. And then also that mirror is just like perfect for topping up my lippy if I'm at work or on the go or something. Again, I do want to say it's a little bit purple heavy. I'm not going to lie, I have not used these colours up here, but this kind of bronzy brown and this glitter in the middle, I've used 100 million times, and I've only had it for what, like a month? The old lady that lives across the road from me is pulling up onto her drive, and she doesn't do it quietly, let me tell you that for free. So I just think I'm going to do like a brown, smoky, glittery kind of thing, just because that is what I'm going for every day at the moment. So I'm using that brown colour. What is it actually called? It's called... How dare you, madam? Who is she bibbing at? Someone's come out to help her. Anyway, I'm just popping that all the way in my crease and kind of smoking it out to the side. I want it to look a little bit like Slapdash. Just woke up like this. This is easy, super easy makeup, and to be fair, like, I am so impatient with eyeshadow. I obviously love an eyeliner moment. I love a swish and a flick. I don't love sitting here blending all the time, so that's why my eyeshadow looks are always a little bit like, really? That's all you did? Just because I just can't be bothered to blend. But yeah, just winging it out because I'm going to do some winged eyeliner as well, obviously. And then I'm going to zoom you in to show you this glitter. Hello, up close and personal now. I'm going to use this glitter in the middle. This one is called No Likes Needed. Wish I could relate. And I will just do that with my finger. Can you see that? I just think that's gorgeous. And then actually, just to show you, I'm going to go back in with that colour I was telling you about in the Metamorphic palette. And I'm just going to show you how good it is in the inner corner. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, zoomed back out now. Oh, sorry, that was a bit intimate, wasn't it? So my favourite eyeliner this year and every other year will always be a Glisten Cosmetics wet liner. We know this. Specifically, I really like the brown shade. This is in Coffee Cup. However, I'm going to show you a new product today because all I ever talk about is Glisten Cosmetics. I have been using the brown eyeliner. It's a felt tip pen from Mina. This is in the shade 575. And just for like quick, easy flicks, this has been really good. I really liked just having a felt tip to do my liner recently. It's a nice change of pace, do you know what I mean? So pull it up like that and then relax my eye and go from the crease to join it up. That's all right. So that's like the basic outline. I'll spend a little bit more time like cleaning that out and pulling it into the outer corner of my eye. But I have to be quiet to do this. I can't talk and do it at the same time. So enjoy the silence. No, enjoy the jazz. So, mascaras. KVD full sleeve mascara for my top lashes. This grabs every little lash you could ever want. It stays in place. It doesn't transfer onto the top of my eyelids. I love this mascara. It's really, really great. And it doesn't do that annoying thing that most expensive mascaras do, where like you'll have it for 3 days and then it's like completely dry. Like a tube of this will last me at least a month and a half. Longer. One thing about me is that I am quite lucky and I do have good eyelashes. My younger sister has better eyelashes and I'm always going to be jealous of those lashes. That's one coat of mascara. Do you know what I mean? Like, look how much better from one coat of mascara. Now imagine what 3 can do. I'll never need a false lash again. And then for my bottom lashes, I've been using a different mascara. This is the Glisten Cosmetics Spectra Lash. They sent me every single colour of these mascaras that they do, and every single one is so cool. However, I don't feel confident enough to use all of them. So I'm starting off easy, and I've been using the white on my bottom lashes, and I did go for a little blue moment a couple of weeks ago. But the brown, I'm really, really loving. I don't think the packaging says that it's waterproof, but I've done many a trek through the rain and also a good couple of little cries with this mascara on, and it hasn't budged. I do have a black one as well, so I'm curious to see how that would fare on like my top lashes and doing all of my lashes with a glisten one. Screw it. Next makeup look I'll do top and bottom lashes with a coloured mascara. I'll do it. Yeah, push me out my comfort zone. Thanks for that, mate. You really make me feel confident, you do. I do love chatting away whilst doing my makeup. I know technically I am talking to myself, but sometimes I like to think about like the fact that maybe people are also doing their makeup whilst I'm doing my makeup, but having me on in the background. I don't know, that just, it makes me feel like it's like companionship, but like neither of us actually have to put any labour into this. I mean, what I do, because I'm doing all the talking, you're not really contributing much to the conversation, besides the point. I don't think you can tell more than 6 inches away from my face that these lashes are brown, but I genuinely do think they look softer and more subtle than a black mascara. This kind of like double flick that I've done has been something I've just like gravitated back towards for like all of 2023. I just feel like it elevates from just like a normal cat eye wing, but like it's nothing special. It's like a little bit different, but it's nothing special. And I like that. And also because I've got hooded lids, it means that like it all lines up quite nicely without it being just like a big, fat, thick wing, which I love. I'm not saying that's not good, I'm just saying there's a time and a place for it, and at the moment, I don't think that time and a place is everyday looks for me. I want to show you an everyday lip, but I don't know where my current lip liner is. It could be at the bottom of any of my bags, and I can't really be bothered to go and look for it for you. So there are 2 lip looks I want to show you. The first one is just a nude one, and the second one is with this little pixie number. Actually, I'm going to show you just this one because it's red and I'm wearing red, and it's not Christmas anymore, but it's still cold, isn't it? This is a lip tint from Pixie. It's in the shade Adore, and it's not that red. When I pulled this out of the packaging, I was like, whoo, woo, but it's lovely. And I'll show you. Oh, not me having foundation lips this whole video. Sorry, I know that's really gross, but also lips last, always. This is another thing I can't do with talking, so again, enjoy the jazz. Red on the camera, but it's not that red in real life. But still, I think it's cute. I think it's a cute little like wintry moment, whatever this is. Oh, the coffee's hit me. I'm starting to feel a little bit silly goofy. And then to top it all off, and I'm so glad I went for the red because I have a Clarins lip oil. I know, who do I think I am? Sorry, let's make this ASMR-y. This is actually the first time I've used this. This is not technically a 2023 favourite, but it might be. It might be in the making. Let's see. That is gorgeous. Oh my god, it's like oily but not sticky. Ah, I love that. And the final touch to any look. I'm going to put a little hair bow in my hair. Wait. Ta-da! I'm kind of loving the lip, I'm not gonna lie. There was a second where I was putting it on and I was like, I should have gone for a natural one, but little red lip moment. I don't hate it. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. I had so much fun. Every time I film a video I'm like, oh my god, this is so much fun, I should do this more often, and then I disappear off the face of YouTube for like 6 months, but it's fine. I hope you enjoyed spending this time with me too, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. See you later. Love you. Bye.